Everyone thought I was just a small-town car mechanic who got lucky marrying a billionaire. Even Julian's family treated me like dirt. But when armed robbers crashed our wedding, they discovered something about me that shocked everyone, including my own husband. Before I tell you how my wedding day became a battlefield, make sure to hit subscribe and ring that bell. This story will blow your mind with twists you'll never see coming. Trust me, nothing is what it seems. My name is Elena, and 6 months ago, I was just another grease-stained mechanic in a small town called Oak Creek. I owned a tiny auto repair shop that barely kept me afloat, but it was mine. Every morning I'd tie my hair back, slip into my work coveralls, and get my hands dirty fixing engines. It wasn't glamorous, but it gave me peace after everything I'd been through. That Tuesday in March changed everything. A sleek black Aston Martin pulled up to my shop, steam pouring from under its hood. Out stepped the most handsome man I'd ever seen. Tall, dark hair, perfectly styled, wearing a suit that probably cost more than I made in 3 months. He looked completely out of place in my little garage. "Excuse me, can you help?" "My car just died," he said, and his voice was smooth like honey. I wiped my hands on my coveralls and walked over. "Let me take a look." One glance under the hood told me everything. "Your radiator hose burst. It's an easy fix, but you'll need to wait about an hour." He seemed surprised that I knew what I was talking about. Most people assumed because I was a woman I was just pretending to understand cars. But this man, Julian Thorne, as I later learned, actually listened to me explain what went wrong and how I'd fix it. While I worked, we talked. He was fascinated by my knowledge of engines, asking questions about different car models and repairs. Most wealthy people treated me like I was invisible, but Julian seemed genuinely interested in what I had to say. When I finished the repair, he insisted on paying double my usual rate. "Would you maybe like to get coffee sometime?" he asked as he was leaving. I almost laughed. This man in his expensive suit asking out a mechanic, but something in his eyes seemed sincere. "Sure," I heard myself say. That coffee turned into dinner, which turned into long walks and late-night conversations. Julian told me he was the CEO of Thorne Dynamics, a billion-dollar company his father had built. I told him about my shop, my love for fixing things, and my quiet life in Oak Creek. What I didn't tell him was why I'd chosen such a simple life, or what I was running from. 3 months later, he proposed. Not with some grand romantic gesture, but during a quiet evening at my tiny apartment above the shop. "Elena, I've never met anyone like you," he said, getting down on one knee. "You're real, you're genuine, and you make me feel like myself instead of just my bank account. Will you marry me?"